10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Welcome back, everybody, here to your coverage of the D2CL game number 2 of our quarterfinal number 2. Team Empire going up against NiP. NiP missing the timing, missing the window, and missing everything else with it, allowing Team Empire to stand true and take out game number 1. How will it all go down in game number 2? We head into the draft to find out, as I welcome back my co-caster for tonight. Hi, Claire!
Hello, brother. I can finally hear your voice. Oh my goodness. Oh, last game was a disaster, man. I was trying so hard to just make up what you're saying, and half the time I think I just started rumbling all over you.
Dude, half the time I don't even know what I'm saying, so we're all good. let's get to our draft, man, because it's already underway. So Team Empire, goodbye, Mr. SF. No more SF in this game. No more Darkseer, no more Doom, no more Wisp. Take out critical hero the entire night. Team Empire, they start with Tuskar, and in return we get the Dazzled Gyrocopter, so heavy team fights coming in for NiP.
Yep, heavy team fights with the Gyrocopter. The one-man show that we had earlier, of course, it wasn't exactly a one-man, but towards the end it looked like a one-man show with Miracle playing it on Team Monkey. And now we have NiP, probably on Era, playing the Gyrocopter this game. How will Empire repel the Gyrocopter this game? Find out after the next 7 picks or so.
That to sound like one of those commercials.
Yep, I had to add the WWE spin to it, you know.
Stay tuned after this break, where you'll find out, will Gyrocopter be taken down by Tuskar? How will Team Empire repel the man with so many rotors? Even his girlfriend is windblowing.
Not quite the spin that I had on mine, but somewhere along the lines, you should just toss it in a do-do-do-do.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know that one. I don't know the do-do-do-do. Actually, I know the do-do-do-do.
Yeah, it's John Cena, man. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's what you were trying to do?
Of course. I can't make it too loud, you know. Then John Cena might actually appear.
Well, I read a comic the other day where John Cena, like, I was watching a video on YouTube. I was getting really into it, and then I realized it was a parody of me.
Yeah, suddenly when you're John Cena and you see John Cena come out of nowhere when John Cena shouldn't be there. Life of John Cena.
John Cena! Oh, that's wonderful. Spirit Breaker and Tuskar. This is familiar to earlier tonight. Very aggressive, very tanky, easy to run in, and wonderful up against NiP right now, especially considering one of their supports doesn't have a stun. And the Gyrocopter, we're not going to count his stun.
Oh yeah, I think I mean, it's definitely harder to gank it than with like something like a Darkseer, for example. But even then, I would say what NiP has right now are pretty much like some of the best you can pick. Because if you look at those bruiser heroes, right? Once they get on top of you, man, like a lot of heroes, like I'm talking 90% of Dota heroes might just fall to that type of aggression. But Gyrocopter and Dazzle are pretty much the exceptions, I feel like, because you can either grave or you can heal to turn the fight. A la Necro style, or you can just have too much damage, which is the example of the Gyrocopter. So I think right now NiP, they have a good shot here so far. It's just 2 picks in, and of course we're only getting to the 4th ban. But depending on what they pick up here on the 3rd and what kind of cards they show, they can certainly repel the heavy strength gain meta this patch is presenting us to be.
This is actually where we've turned. We went from the age of the Intel heroes, where Bloodstones reign supreme, to big shields.
Yeah, strength heroes with no mana cost. That's what this is. He's Spirit Breaker.
It's Jakiro! It's all about the Jackie!
The twin-headed dragon. Come on, Toby. What's your obsession? What's your fetish?
He's just a good hero.
It is. It is.
Reserve time.
He's actually so simple to play.
It may be. It may be.
He's tough. Yeah. Actually,
Well.
I don't know if Jakira's a he. Hey, I don't know the law or the gender.
Earth Shaker.
You know, Jakiro with his twin heads, you know, it might just say he's the best of both worlds.
What are you saying? He's like he's a.
I'm not
he's a-
saying anything, man.
you
You,
say
whatever
he's
you
a
say from
dual
here on out
gender?
is your word and not mine.
Is he a dual gender?
You can't, Toby. You can't.
It's
just
it's still one body though. Still one body. So
Exactly.
So well, anything is possible these days with science.
That is. That's an earth shaker right there.
Radiant
Okay.
team pick.
Yeah, it is. Now this team fight for an yes.
Well, that's that. And now we have a disruptor. Great. Yep.
Do we care? Yes, we do.
Oh,
Yes.
come on.
Yes,
I
we do.
definitely care. I don't know about you. You seem to be too fanaticizing about the
Man, I would
you
have
know.
preferred to see a disruptor pick up on NiP. I thought that would have worked a hell of a lot
10
nicer.
seconds
The
remaining.
ability to glimpse back Tuskar, Spirit Breaker,
5 seconds.
or if
And
they
it's-
snowball in, you throw down the wall as well as the ulti.
Right.
Like it's so hard for you if you're a Spirit Breaker and Tuskar up against a disruptor, but this disruptor now does what? Joe has a BKB. Earthshaker, when he jumps in, if he jumps in, you're dead. Like, that's just the way the Earthshaker runs. And then the Dazzle, he's kind of that guy where even if you do trap someone inside the disruptor ulti, Dazzle sits on the end giving everyone extra armor, as well as the potential Shallow Grave and Burst Heal, so you can get heroes out of that Static Storm.
Yeah.
So I'm not so certain about this disruptor, but it is a great hero. The low hard dance is amazing on. So
Exactly.
I'm
It's
okay
a
with it
dance
for that.
Yeah, it's one of his two heroes. You know, I wish Empire brought back his Rubik. I really wish they did. Like, I want to see Aloha Dance play Rubik every game, actually.
Rubik would be really good in this game.
Radiant team.
Yeah, I mean, Rubik is always one of the best picks against Earthshaker. When you steal that Fisher, the game changes. But, I mean, he's definitely one of the best Rubiks in the scene, I think. Him, Kuroki, and Lil Hardy, their Rubiks are amazing, man. Oh my goodness. The spells they steal, the positions they have on their spell
5
steals,
seconds
it's just,
remaining.
you really wish Tyrant was in the scene again, so you can just see him steal Ravages.
Dream, man. There's so many highlight clips back of those plays.
Mm-hmm.
It was good stuff, man. Now we just have a fisting chain.
Now we just have Wind Rangers.
10
Yeah.
Ginger and Green
remaining.
picked up every single game.
And her Tulex.
5 seconds
Ridiculous.
remaining.
Also known as Alive Heaven.
Well, formerly I would say so. I think Shackle these days is a lot different from what Light of Heaven used to achieve. It's just like Shackle right now it's so easy to hit on. I mean, people have been saying it forever on Dota 2 thing in comparison to Dota 1, but it's like anywhere you take a fight, you're scared that you're gonna get shackled. Just like this instant, like super fast.
Why is there no nerf to that? In fact, I think it actually got buffed. Like, I'm talking like 3, 4, maybe 5.
Oh yeah,
patches
it got
ago.
buffed many times to get to where it is now, for sure.
Yeah. Just
It's so good, man. Like like these double shackles that are like 700 range apart, and you just wonder, like, how is this possible, kind of thing.
Team
shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's so strong.
It's the simple answer as it shouldn't be, but at the same time, we know there's a patch going to be coming out of the major, so maybe she'll get nerfed out a little bit at that point, depending on also what happens at the competitions leading up, like NYC is on the coming week. We still have these D2CL finals that we're doing. We've got a lot of defense games going on, so there's a big sample pool, which still shows a lot of different heroes and how they get balanced, or how
Yeah.
they should be balanced, I should say.
5 seconds
Oh yeah,
remaining.
the patch after Major will most certainly a big one, and it won't change the game just in a few hero picks, but the introduction of, I believe, Pit Lord, so that's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 years later we'll eventually see Oracle and Earth Spirit getting to the pool. Although they should really stay out, but
No, yeah, actually, 10 years. 10 years, I'm fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Oracle, actually, Oracle I'm okay with coming in.
You're only okay with it because you haven't seen a good Oracle, man. If
No,
you ever
I've-
face a good
I've
Oracle, just wanna.
I've seen a good Oracle play.
10 seconds
Seen a good
remaining.
Oracle play. and he is.
You want to pull your hair out,
He
man.
is so imbalanced.
Oh my gosh.
But what
that
makes beautiful is the combos he can achieve, and as a caster, I can appreciate the combos.
Yeah.
But the Earth Spirit can suck my balance change log.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Fun
he
hero.
is a dick.
Fun heroes to play Dota with and against, of course.
He has no right to be in the game of Dota 2. He needs to be more nerfed than what he is, and actually just have half of his abilities changed. Hello, Clinks. So really,
yeah.
good.
I don't think that's a strong pick this game.
You don't even with the strafe up against the Phoenix Egg.
I think that's like one of the options you can look for a counter. In that sense, I think it's good. Well, to be fair, I don't think Phoenix in itself is particularly a good pick either this game, because there's so many tools to not only evade what the Phoenix throws at you, but there's also a disruptor. And I'm more just thinking like it's a one position hero, a carry, that does nothing to a Windrunner, literally nothing. Because Windrunner press one button and all the damage that Clinks throws at her is just like it's completely negated. It's actually why I don't like Windrunner right now. I think her design is kind of too simple and too silly in that regard.
Really?
Yeah. And Windrun is honestly a dumb ability. I think it's very stupid.
I also don't know what she's doing with this hair. What is this? Wait, where the hell is my... Hey, there's my mouse. Just like my mouse isn't appearing on the screen for some reason.
You're wondering about Windrun
The protector's hair, it's got this weird little, like... clay bounce. It's just so, like, lined together. It's got this weird clay bounce on the back of the head.
You're wondering about this hair. Have you seen Arteezy's hair recently?
I have not kept up with the styles of Arteezy's hair.
Oh, you should check it out.
Oh, I think I'm gonna regret that. Yeah,
I'm just making
I have enough trouble.
Yeah.
Just like
Shout out to Arteezy.
like just accepting Cap's hairstyle. Like
Oh,
I've gotten to the point where Cap's hairstyle is actually very acceptable. I think it actually looks pretty damn cool. Okay, hello top lane contest.
Oh wow.
Okay,
He went for it, didn't he?
he tried it. He tried it. Sadly tried it. He failed.
Yeah. And there was almost an engagement that was going on at the bottom lane, and we were occupied with people's hairstyles.
Yeah. No, I was watching it.
Oh, you were watching?
Don't worry, man.
I was watching it too, but I said nothing about it because
Don't
I
worry.
thought Cap's hair was more important.
No, well, Cap's hair is important, but it's not more important.
Well,
I keep eyes on everything. Just remember, man, like the amount of people who are actually probably listening to us is very, very low. It's like how many people like I would like to see the chat like wonder how many people who are watching the stream right now are actually in Twitch chat. Because I have the answer over on my side. I think a lot of people will be very disappointed. I hate to tell you guys, but Twitch chat is not the majority. It's definitely allowed people. It is not the majority.
I see.
I'm only saying that because of numbers. Don't hate me. Don't hate me, boys. Just for the realism. Alright, so let's talk about LAs, man. Because we're already up and running. I'll give you an exact number. What's the Twitch tries to guess. So this dual off lane, Spirit Breaker as well as Aloha Dance. They just tank through so much of what Era wants to pump at them. So what do you do? Like, is this pull the only way you can get around it? Because Seal Kit's not going to harass the lane.
That was
And I don't know exactly what the plan is here from Aloha and Resolution.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh wow, that's a pretty simple Phoenix skill, as you can expect, really, with a disruptor plus one lane. Phoenix not. He's very vulnerable in the laning stage, of course.
Exactly.
And yeah, I don't know.
He's quite terrible against a disruptor because he's always going to get glimpsed. You don't move. You don't disappear from time and space.
His escape tool is basically hard countered by one spell. So that's that. But as you said, I don't know what they accomplish at bottom lane either. Again, it's not a combo that utilizes like a Darkseer that pushes in lanes and harasses them innately. It's a combo that's like very distinctive when it wants to go, and when it does go, like which is how Aloha Dance did with just a right click, you take so much damage in return from the gyrocopter and the dazzle that I really don't see what they can accomplish. And nice awareness coming out of Limp. I guess he saw the disruptor rotation coming in here, and he's moved his courier. Very good awareness.
There was the observer one. I think the courier was actually going the straight path, and one of the supports saw it. So I might actually say it was either Hanskin or Sealkid that...
Yeah. That's how it should be. The support should be the ones watching the mini-map, because mid laner has to focus on the lane.
Yep. Okay, so... You get the kill on Unison Farm. Terrific for Empire. But this is also a level 4 Phoenix. He's found 4 levels in 3 minutes. As an all-lane Phoenix. Very happy if I was Unison Farm, especially as he's about to kill no fear. That burn is more than enough, or is it? It's gonna time out.
He didn't get the second refresh on the fire spirit.
Okay.
Close.
The chat is only questioning in like ones, and that's all. Just to tell you guys, it's actually 25% the viewer numbers of the people watching this stream currently using Twitch chat. 25%.
Nope.
Just to throw it to you. Aloha Dance getting very aggressive. In fact, getting a lot of damage. That fissure is available. If they get the fissure, it locked him on the wrong side. They need to keep him in close so they can get that heal bomb off. Now it's Resolution who tanks the damage instead. Hanskin trying to go for the body block, but Bash 17% chance kicks in for Resolution, and he'll just walk himself away to safety.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Interesting turnouts. Like a lot of potential kills that come really close to an extent, and then one thing goes off, where it's like whether they live with like 30 HP or the fissure just gets missed. But so far, I think it's like within expectations how this is going out. And this dual lane aggressive on Empire, I don't think it's gonna accomplish anything. I'm actually surprised Resolution has 10 DS.
He has been trying to get up in the face of the Jaro. Like that's his upside here. They haven't really lost that much. They're still finding experience, and this lane does have a lot of potency once you hit your higher levels. Because once you get your level 6 up on both Resolution as well as Aloha Dance, adding Walrus Punch and Nether Strike is guaranteed kills practically. And once Sealkid and Hanskin really meant to do again, like Resolution, he's actually going to charge himself out of here. Able to do so onto the other side. Hanskin so low, the snowball, trying to find a follow-up here, but Aloha Dance, Hanskin's got the space to heal up, and he'll actually end up going down. That wasn't the dream, and Wind Ranger waiting on him!
Oh, she sniped him, yeah, with the ward. She saw the tail end of where the Resolution was running.
Wow, that's the dream.
That was that was classic Empire right there. Oh, the old Russian 3-2-2. That's what that was.
You really
He
felt
just
like
started fighting the Dazzle. Like I don't understand. They just started fighting the Earthshaker and Dazzle under like 4 creeps. Dazzle could just heal bomb them anytime, and I don't know what they were thinking on that one.
And it's... Yep. They're the professional players for a reason. Unison Farm to get charged. Resolution. Looking for the bigger hit because vision. The more important thing, allowing to jump down. The Thunderstrike is also on Phoenix, but it's not enough damage to find the kill until Tusker comes Aloha Dance. The heal is still there from Sealkid. This Dazzle is everywhere, and Aloha Dance is happening again. The shallow grave's gonna go on Unison Farm. Resolution's in too deep, and he's running back past the tower, but he won't live through this. Fisher, like, it's still available for him to hit and the tower to finish the job.
Oh,
Unison Farm will survive. Yoku has rotated himself over, but he doesn't have Sleight of Fist. He can't chase down anything. And he got scouted out by the range creep that was still there. Empire now give over another 2 kills. And it's the same 2.
Oh man, dude, what did I say, man? This dual lane, they don't get anything done at bottom, so they go top between the tier 1 and tier 2, and they don't get anything done either. Oh man, this is so funny. This is so classic Russian Dota right here. I gotta Spirit Breaker Tusk opening first 2 into a Dazzle Gyrocopter. You can only expect this. Like you can't really expect anything else. They have to get aggressive with these heroes, and sometimes when you don't get the kills, like what do? You know, it's just unfortunate, but very entertaining.
Just cry.
Yep.
The second time you get denied, but it's also like, and you know, like Empire know what it's all about because they did the same thing with the Dazzle in the last game. They know what this hero brings to the table. They understand that you need to have continual damage is able to stand its ground. It's like, and time. Okay, that Shackle missed for the first time in 5 years.
I'm surprised for that.
No. He just thought, you know what, it's Shackle, it should be able to hit, right? Yeah, you have the Dazzle, which means you have to be able to stand during the fight. You can't just think, we'll eventually kill him off, you need to have, that damage ready to go after the Shallow Grave wears off. You have to stand there long enough and make sure all your early combos aren't just blowing, aka Charge Snowball and SP Charge.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, that's all they're limited to this game. Again, what damage do they have aside from that, the initial onburst? That's why Dazzle's so good, that's why Gyro's so good. It really limits their options.
Silence
And,
on
I mean,
the
to the
hunt.
point where it just completely repels it.
Silence
Earthshaker
on
finds
the
him.
hunt. He's gonna get himself a courier.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Easy money. They have detection, they have silent back in Invis in 2 seconds time, but the Shackle from Limp is going to land. Era's coming over, the Fissure will make sure Silent can't go Invis. The Sentry Wall is dropped too, and Silent, he actually goes down. They get rid of the Dire Observer Wall, which was also placed. The Sentry works 2 ways, and now you're just taking out the #1 position of Team Empire for a nice little bit of extra cash into the Wind Ranger.
In the meantime, top lane. I'm gonna go on Jonas and Fan here.
Try.
Oh, he Phoenix that.
Yo.
Nice.
Yep. I don't know if he had to do that though, did he? Because he already Chris dived down far enough, or was it the glimpse he was trying to escape from?
It was the glimpse. He didn't have Fire Spirit. I think what would have happened, I felt, was if he had Fire Spirits, he would just get glimpse back. The Tusk already used both spells, so all he had to do was just Fire Spirit the Tusk and the Disruptor, and actually ulti, and he would have probably killed the Tusk, and the Disruptor might have just had to run. But I think his Fire Spirits were down for another 9 seconds, so he just said, hey, I'll dodge the glimpse, you can't kill me. And I think that was the right call.
Silence on the hunt again. Coming down to that Sentry Ward, however, he's going to rotate himself over to the bottom lane. And he'll catch Steel Kid out. He's already done his death pack, so he's got the bonus he needs.
I don't know. I don't think they're getting anything here. Yeah, the Earthshaker is just coming back. Again, there's too much defensive abilities on NA. Push.
They need to be able to stop the Shallow Grave from going off. Resolution, okay. Fissure, stun, call down. He's already used charge to initiate. Hunt's going to just keep that totem right in front of him. There's no way. The Phoenix goes for the slide style.
Oh,
It's the Gyro that gets the kill. Now it's 6-1 in favor of NiP. I think we're going to be having ourselves a third game, man, at this rate. it's still looking great for Empire, even though we are having a different scenario with the Emperor in this game, as opposed to our earlier one. Yoku is going to be having that Battle Fury in a decent amount of time. Ember Spirit still found space to farm up. And he's got Silent, who's very proficient at taking out early tier 1 towers and doing what he's doing right now, which is just stalking Limp. And this gives space to low hardness to find his levels on top. And Silence Invis is wearing off in half a second. In fact, the Sentry Ward already sees it. Limp just burned his Wind Run, but he gets away to safety. The rest of NiP rotating over. That notice back off cooldown again. Yoku get a Spirit down, but Hanskin's waiting for him. Vision to start with, they keep the sprites going again. Yoku now moving into Roshan, he can Spirit himself over the hillside, which is exactly what he'll do. And NiP cannot follow that far.
Yep, nice play by him. And I was wondering what he was going to opt for this game, between the treads as well as the bots. I think he's going to pick up the treads. He already has the gloves and the belt in his stash available for him when he returns to Fountain. But yeah, man, the NiP, they have a lot of tools to repel the aggression coming out of Empire. I feel like Empire's picks just play right into the hands of NiP this game.
Yep.
And I didn't like the Phoenix pick. To be completely honest, I still don't like the Phoenix pick. I felt like there were better options. But given how the game's going, the Phoenix it's gonna be such a huge asset in the team fights that I don't really know if Empire can deal with a well-placed egg, even with the Clinks.
As well, man. But I'm not counting out Empire. I'm really not like.
Oh, of course not. One of these days, Toby. One of these days, Resolution's charge, it's gonna connect. It's gonna hit somebody, and he's gonna bash.
Here it comes. Going up Era, it's the call out, go, the shards will lock him in, and Resolution, he has to move back, the Shackle, latching up below Hardheads, and Resolution, the follow-up to a 3-man fissure from Hanskin, chasing No Fear, one punch will do it, and there she blows, Seal Kid, the Telegrave will deny Yoku the opportunity. There is an Echo Slam available here from Hanskin. Gonna commit it up right now. He's just lost his Dazzle. Now the Echo Slam's gonna go to work. One more Totem Stomp, and the Spirits arrive from units of Farm. Well, okay, Yoku came back down again. That's not where he thought he would be, but the Shackle will from Limpin with the double dash rune. He'll take out the Ember Spirit, who was the one person who was actually having a good game until now.
Yikes. Don't know what to say about that one. I think he actually clicked a little too close on himself, and he had a back remnant that was quite far, and then he had another remnant in the woods where he ended up, and I think it just the selection was that it went to the one in the woods. And then of course he got caught by the Shackle with Lim coming at a very timely moment. But Seal Kid there, he walked out of the range of the Static Storm just to get the Grave off, and he didn't get the Grave on Era. And if he got the Grave on Era, just as the Static Storm was expiring, Era could have used a lot more spells like the Rocket Barrage and just continually fought back, and that would have changed that fight into a much heavier favor for NiP. As it stands, 3 for 3, I think. So I told you, man, one of these days this charge it's gonna connect.
Well, it connected into the Battle of Call Down and a lot of hurt, but yes, it did connect. I'm still watching Silent very, very closely. Coming out in this courier is now going to be first Mithril Hammer. We're building quicker and quicker into that Desolator, no fear. Starting on Unison Farm, who is going to commit. He goes for the Nova, but there was no way NiP was going to run out of that one. But Yoku will get himself a free kill. The Fissure didn't arrive in time, so he's able to just beat down the Phoenix for the price of a Disruptor. Worth it if you're Empire. I think this was Yoku's damage dealing item. Okay, building that Battle Fury. The Charger's coming in limp. Now they want to bait out his win run. Snowball start, and he actually does it. So he goes for the win run. Sun has to wait a little bit longer before he can connect in, but the Shallow Grave, he'll go in Resolution. He was locked in for the Ice and Earth Wall. They still want this kill on Limp, but finally around for a low hard dance will get it with the shards. And no fear, the perfect wall is up. Glimpse back Era. We cannot fight it out. Low hard dance, just go home.
I almost wonder. Oh, actually, never mind. I guess it couldn't be. I was wondering if he could actually turned the fight because his wall was so nicely placed that maybe with Static Storm and another shard coming out of Tusk, they could have done something. But I think the other heroes just weren't in proximity. And I just clicked Yoki. I think his TP just came up, so it was the right call to just give his teammate. And it's a nice play of what's coming out.
Charge is coming.
Glimpse back.
Going on Seal Kid. He's just out of range of. Actually, no, he's not. He had Shallow Grave on cooldown as well, so it's a being a 1-for-1 trade-off. Maybe more with Silent, getting Glooming up, but there's Resolution. The perfect timing, arriving with Yoru. He's perfect position to get the Searing Chains off. The double hit with the shards as well. They're kind of locked in by their own devices, however, which is a bit of a problem. But they did take out 2 cores and a support for it, and it was really good work as well coming in from the Disruptor. If he didn't hit that ulti the way he did, then Shallow Grave would have probably been a problem. Like, it was on cooldown, yeah, but they did the damage output to ensure that Dazzle died, so everyone else can die with him. Resolution's about to bash middle lane.
Yeah, he's in position for another one.
Searing Chain.
Oh my gosh, this is dead, I think.
Yep, Snowball down, Walrus
Resolution?
Yeah, now he's gonna come. He waited for Grave, and he can go into Nether Strike, punching Limp back, and they just pop him. The Disruptor Wall is down as well, and well, Aaron's gonna finish his TP in, but he's kind of all alone. Hansen's got a vision, but Silent's just running away. They glimpse him out. Now, they kind of wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I think so. But I'm more knowing the fact that Hanskin missed his level 4 Fissure on the Clinks. With the Weave minus armor, the tower would have finished them. So that would have been a really, really big kill because he's just closing in on step later.
Hanskin will go for the low hard and snowballs in, and the Echo Slam. Hanskin gets it off, but there's enough one charge. The hero's damage. Enough to repel, no fear, all out of here. You got the jump down from Unison Farm, looking for these sprites, can't actually find no fear. Doesn't have a TP scroll available. He may as well just throw out the old wall and try and survive, and while they sprite it up, throw it down.
He dropped the ward before he died. Oh gosh, that's a lot of space, man.
Actually, they will never know that, because he did it inside the tree line.
Yeah, that's exactly. Really good.
Now they do not have the tier 1 tower, so that ward becomes even more prevalent.
Yeah.
Because they could actually fight around the mid, back where that ward has vision because of that.
Exactly. And you know NiP will hover around that area more now that the tier 1 is down. But man, Toby, this is why I love Russian Dota, man. These guys, like, when the initial first, second, third of kills don't go your way and you just get wiped, or you lose both rolls, they go even harder. You know, like they're like they just don't want to stop, right?
They see Unison Farm. Silent's gonna give him the vision. The glimpse back, there's your wall, there's your ulti, and Unison Farm can himself out this one. Silence damage, the cold embrace will stop, but no fear. Shackled snowball. Perish a punch, there it is from Aloha Dance out. One more steering arrow, it'll fly, but it will not connect. Unison Farm will actually survive, but here comes Resolution until he gets finished shackled. He won't go any further than that. He really wanted to kill off Unison Farm, and now he gets burnt down, power shotted down, and triple kill for Wind Ranger.
Oh gosh.
What?
Oh, the timing when you said in comes Resolution, that was perfect. Oh my gosh, he just canceled this charge, and I could just see him looking around, looking left, looking right, and think, where's the team, guys? Oh gosh. Oh, that was brilliant, man.
Well,
wow.
that 4K advantage they actually had almost like 5.5K of the experience advantage. It's almost completely gone. With this tier 1 tower on the top lane about to drop, they lose every bit of gold advantage they had while trying to force a fight onto a Phoenix who still survived.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't recall the interaction. He threw out the final searing arrow from under the low ground. I'm not sure if it missed.
It had to have missed because the arrow won't get disjointed. Nothing gets disjointed when you Icarus dive.
Right.
It actually had to have missed. The kill should have happened on the Phoenix, but he missed attack uphill.
I was thinking maybe the other thing is like maybe Dazzle healed him, and he was healing with the urn too, but the urn gotten cancelled, so I wasn't sure if I missed it or not. But regardless, it felt like it should have been a kill, but it wasn't.
It's still a level 4 searing arrow, man.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're healing up, it would be too much. Now, Silent, the perfect timing. They're going to be quick to have a double damage rune in that Desolator. The Disruptor ulti just keeps Limp out, and the Aegis falls to the hands of Yoku. Unison Farm, do you want to try and do this? Resolution's going in! That Fissure! Huskin to prepare it, and then he pulled out the last moment. Era getting caught in tree line. Once again, this wall going to work, and Aloha Dance wants to walk out of here. Unison Farm jump in, and the Fissure block will actually catch out Aloha Dance. This is NiP circling like vultures around. Well, excuse Empire almost doing it for.
I would say both teams are on the wrong side of the map right now.
Alright, that side of Fifth Searing Chain. If he only had a Battle Fury.
Yep.
By the way, let him go farm up one camp and he's got. But look at these camps. You got one rogue Sata, and you've got one like golem just sitting there.
Nice dodge. Did you see that dodge of the rocket with the sleight of fist? That was cute. He's got his Battle Fury in 20 gold.
Got it now. Tower goes down. Battle Fury flies out. So a 20-minute Battle Fury for the Ember Spirit is the highest net worth in the field. And this is a very different type of Ember. As I said, I mentioned it, like I touched on it previously. The fact that this Ember Spirit is able to get to a Battle Fury as opposed to having to go this early Blink Dagger like what we saw in S4. This Ember Spirit is the one that can fight and can farm. Which means you can still keep like skyrocketing as long as he finishes the Battle Fury delivering. Now, no fear. Well, he's already down. Get that courier away to safety. Why is that Battle Fury not delivering? Okay, there it goes. It was just traveling with the Ember Spirit for the last like 5 seconds. And he just used Sleight of Fist as well. So this, okay, no Rocket's going for Resolution.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Middle lane though. Oh, they get the Nova off. But Silent, he's still got this available. He goes and finds a little bit of time, but not enough. Aloha Dance gets the last punch out. Silence on the run out of here. Invis is in 2 seconds time, but did they bring detection? Have Sentry Ward. They keep drawing him. They're too far away now. Silent just keeps running out. Hanskin decides to hold the Fissure as well.
In the meantime, we see get the bottom line just applying a lot of pressure and resulting that, hey, all your heroes are chasing our clinks. I'm going to push in, clear your creep wave, get out safely, and lose nothing, most importantly. So, forces NiP, it forces their hand next, and of course we see him coming back now. He has the Aghanim stuff to finish, and I presume he's going to go for the Blink Dagger. That's when Windrunner becomes a real, like a true hunter on the map. You know, when you can blink in, you get a guaranteed almost a 4-second shackle, really. And then just run you down with a focus fire that's ridiculous amount of damage.
She's still going to need to have that damage shielding item. Because the focus fire is great, but you could just get caught out in the Disruptor ulti. Or get glimpsed away, which means you need to have your damage right then and there, and not rely on just the timing you've got of the shackle, because you'll only get like maybe 1 second, 2 seconds of it before you get glimpsed away.
Yeah, between the racks is really not as easy as you would hope it is. Well, there's a sigil scouting him out too.
That's a blink dagger for an Earthshaker, man. That Earthshaker has a blink echo slam up in over a minute, but the blink is already here.
Yep. Only level 9 though, so it will be a strong echo, but more than enough to change the tides of the fight, because he's about to have level 4 aftershock and 4 EXP.
It's the instant stun you really want.
Exactly.
Like that's the dream at this point. The damage can come later, and most of the damage later on is probably going to be negated by like the strength of just the SB as well as the Tuskar, Ember Spirit's Flame Guard, and then you could have like a Death Pact over on the Clan. So he's going to have a lot of life as well. Plus he's building into what looks to be a BKB now. Speaking
of the SB though, he's opted for an item that I rarely see on the Spirit Breaker. A pretty good choice, I would say. I don't think it's actually suitable for the hero itself. And in fact, I think it halts the hero's item progression because it doesn't really help him farm. But for the team, it's very good. And given the style that they're playing, they really wanted something that gives them a little bit of these things like the armor, life chunk, and birds. It's a very healthy addition.
Here comes your charge, and there goes your charge. Resolution pulled out almost instantly. Silent. He's fine Sunskin. And how many attacks does it take? He commits the Echo Slam for this, and Silent needs to get out. The cooldown's on the way, and gets punched up. Can he get to the Nova? We can't. The Disruptor already stopped. What is that bloody shackle? It latches halfway across the field of battle. Resolution gonna bounce back here. Getting both 17% plus another strike attack. Still kick gonna get bounced back. The shackle will fly again. This time it will not latch onto anyone. And Seal Kid will end up dying. They're committing in deeper. The Yoku, 1 second till start of 5th Limp is way too far back. Hanskin goes for the fidget. There's minimal damage. And there's going to be a 3-for-1 trade-off in the fight. I love that most of the damage in that fight was done by a lot of hard dance. He did 2.2k damage in that fight.
Yeah, his shards and snowballs and all these things are just doing a ton of work, and now he's about to die.
Well, all that work for nothing. The one's up, the Glimpse is coming in, but that's just going to end up sending, I don't even know, it's just Hanskin a little bit further back. And they go for more, but that's it.
I think, honestly, I think this Phoenix pick is really beginning to show its true colors. Like, all these fights that I'm watching, every single one, he's either, like, losing his egg before the stun proc happens, or he's just able to get it off because of the Disruptor. And every time, like, he's the crux of the fight for them, because they have the Earthshaker dagger, which can kind of play like a position hero in the sense that he can initiate now. He blew his entire load on the Clinks there. So when they didn't have follow-up damage because Gyro and the Windrunner weren't around,
they're coming.
It's up to him to stop, and yeah,
Resolution. A little bit too early, however, as Unison Farm Resolution gets stunned up by the Fissure. He can't and doesn't really want to go in for the Nether Strike just yet. Especially when Hanskin jumps forward, he got first on over on the Breaker. That Nova down. Empire just want to disengage. Uku gets stunned up by the rocket, but Aloha Dance a little bit more life through the mech. Fist and Searing Chains keep Hanskin back. It does actually connect over on the Fissure, making it difficult for Aloha Dance, but Glimpse dragging back Unison Farm all the way, but not really again. Now the wall, but Aloha Dance is down. Limp can't be pushed back far enough. He's still in range to attack. So a kill is a kill. And NiP, get a couple of them. And now can follow to the tier 2.
The way I see this game at this point is, if Unison Fan gets his egg off in the fight, they will win the fight. And if he doesn't get the egg off in the fight, they will lose. I think it's really as simple as that. And it might seem a little bit silly to just repeat it that way, but it really is like that. Like, there's so many abilities that Empire is always going to invest to try and Phoenix, like, make sure the Phoenix doesn't cast a spell. And there's so many spells on the side of NiP between Earthshaker Fissure and Shadow Wave and Dazzle Grave, like, that can guarantee the Phoenix's survival on the initial on-burst. So it really does come down to the Phoenix this game in the fights.
Era just realized the horrible truth. He just had his stack taken of Ancients from Silent. So while they're taking the tier 2 tower, the Ember Spirit was farming at the bottom lane. Silent took out his stack and then sniped the bounty rune from right in front of Error as well.
Oh.
So Silent with this is going to complete up his BKB after he goes for one more camp or one more wave. It's a wonderful time for Ricklings. 26 minutes in BKB, Desolator. He's up level 16 as well, so he got that level 3 death pact available.
Yep, and then once he gets MKB on top of that for the Windrunner, he'll be able to snipe anybody in like 3-4 shots.
Yep. And that's where the dream arrives for Team Empire. The fact that for all this is going down, for all the farm which you're getting over on the gyrocopter, he's got an SMY BKB. Damage output is decent, but he doesn't have any kind of extra like big evasion, so the Ember Spirit can take care of. Like he's got a Crystallis Blink Dagger Battle Fury in for Yoku. Getting damage out from your Ember, you've already got huge amounts of damage from your Clinks because he's a Clinks.
Right.
But you get an uninterrupted Clinks attack. Now Resolution, this isn't what he wants to have happen. Limp wants to keep attacking, the Glimpse will pull him away, and Resolution just tanks through it. Now to jump in, they go for a low hard dance, but Disruptor ulti here, it's gonna BKB his way through it all, while Resolution keeps Limp on the back lines, but it's allowing San to attack him, but Limp, has that Windrun available. Echo Slam, it can't really control up San right now as he got that BKB up, but Era, the damage is just too much from this gyrocopter. He just turned it all on and killed off practically all of Empire. The vision from Hans ensures the TPing out attack. And where do you go from here, Yoku? Limp is on the attack, and he gets the shackle with the fucking fire. There's no protection, and will go down. The entire Empire will die. And this is NiP's chance. There's no Roshan. They just have to go mid. Push the lanes.
Yeah, I think settling for bottom tier 2 would be fine because they used all their KBs and all their ultimates for that fight, and of course they won it. It's whatever they can get in terms of a follow-up is great, and I think bottom tier 2 again will be a really nice objective. I'm not sure if they have another smoke, but they do have another smoke lined up. This is honestly how I see the fights. To be frank, I think Aloha Dance didn't play that correctly. He didn't click mech and he didn't use any of his spells before he fell like inside the static storm, and I think he could have delayed the fight a lot more for his team. But as it stands, it's the Roshan's a liability for Empire at this point because their angles of initiation are a lot worse than what they had 2-3 minutes ago before that fight.
Yep. Every time I think I got a grip of who's got control of this game. And you can see on the grass where this goes up and down, and right now we're basically got a V-neck in the middle of our graph. Carries to 4,000 and it kicks back up again to about 3,000. A lot of a hunchback V-neck. But Empire, they are looking at Roshan. They want to go again.
Oh dear, I don't think they're the team that can do it at this point. I mean, with the
Clinks is coming down and NiP are arriving too early, so they power shot him. They think the time is now.
Yeah,
but Silent can do this by himself. Like his death pact is it's gonna wear off soon.
Yeah, I don't think he should though. That's the thing. Like it puts them in a really bad spot. That's why I feel like this is a liability because they kind of want to take it away, but can they? And NiP already, yeah. Look, they
got a glimpse. This Observe Ward in the lane, but they're going to be max weaved out when they arrive on top of Team Empire, and the Observer Ward behind is actually seeing even more. They know exactly where they are. Blink,
oh my goodness.
Disrupt, however, still gets the ulti off, but Tusker out for the Yoku survives till Roshan. Very luckily, Yoku does not bash him. No fear is on the run. Sounds hanging in the neighborhood to put down the wall, and now Era trying to battle up against the Clink as well as the Disruptor, but Disruptor has no ulti. The rocket will connect with the Sun Ray plus Power Shot. Will find that kill. Hanskin's looking for more as he 4-stars up. He's gonna find Yoku. Yoku, a spirit a little bit further down. Dust on the dust. He's gonna TP all the way back to base.
Hanskin's dead.
What? Okay.
Yeah, he stuck around. Playing the creep wave, didn't respect that the Empire had a Clinks running around, or kind of forgot about it. Like
this. Empire's coming back in again. They're gonna charge on Sealkid. It's giving vision inside the pit. Era will pick more. The Silence coming back in for the fight. He picks off Sealkid almost instantly. Now they focus over towards Units of Bomb. The Nova, it'll come out. Silent can't get away in time. Can't get up hill. The Nova will pop. And that's gonna be a power shot just barely on Resolution. The old wall keeps the vision up, but you charge across the top lane. And away to safety. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade-off. Just Clinks for a dazzle in that mid-fight.
Yep. I didn't think what they had in mind was good.
No fear. Ulti. He has to do it. The punch. Punch him. Punch him. Oh, there we go. Just the bomb up in the air. And it's the deck.
So that's all she rolled for him.
Whew.
A lot of stuff happening indeed. I think
it's only 52 kills in 31 minutes, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep. I think what Empire had in mind about that Roche engagement was like it was way too desperate. I feel, and I thought Aloha was actually going in.
He's only going to the creep wave.
Yeah. Hanskin saying the response help slapping the creep as well. But talk about Hanskin. This guy is playing I thought he was playing a hard 5 position. I think maybe Seekid took over the role, but he is very far on support Earthshaker.
The blink dagger and a stuff. He's like ability to find him is correct. It's actually almost better than the Wind Ranger at this point.
Yeah. He's actually got more farm than Resolution on the Spirit Breaker. That really goes to show something, but again, that Rotan fight for Empire, I don't know, just re-engaging like that, I don't think they had any skills. I'm actually surprised they didn't just get completely wiped.
I think they just saw the opportunity for quick picks.
Yeah.
And that's probably the best way to describe the way Empire have approached this series. If it's a quick pick, then take it. Quick pick, create space, palm up the Ember, palm up the Clinks. I think you got the chance there. Clinks, however, is about to die. The hands of the Wind Ranger with a little bit of help from friends.
Yeah, I don't think she could have actually killed the Clinks alone in the focus duration. So it was good that the chip damage came in from the other heroes.
So, 3-1. He sees where he goes. The shackle won't launch, but it doesn't matter. A double kill for Limp. A very quick rotation. While Hunt's playing silly fuckers. Resolution, don't do it. Don't go up there. You're gonna die. It's not your game, Resolution. It's not your game. He's just bouncing her around on a cliff up.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Why?
Meanwhile, man.
Back for sure. Goku is initiating it. Limp and Era, who are already pushing into the 3 tower. There's a rocket coming at them. The shots from Aloha is trying to slow down this push, but you got Furious down for Empire. You take out the mid ranks now. Limp focus fires down the melee. Blinks away, expecting that other fist to connect. He's so low on life, it's dangerous if you get Searing Chain as well. And they turn through the fortification. There's Searing Chains and Era. He's got Aegis the Immortal. He doesn't really care too much, but now in comes No Fear. They snowball in. Era still with an Aegis, remember, but locked in the wall, triggers his BKB, walks in, and the Sunray is trying to keep Era up with the heal as well. The Spider Fist won't get close up. They will glimpse back, but he burns the BKB. Maybe not certain of the Aegis. No, he's got tons of time on the Aegis the Immortal. He's not certain the rest of his team can save him.
I feel like they could have actually turned that fight with the Spirit Breaker, even though he was respawning, because they used a lot of abilities just to get him to the point.
Yep. And they had the Earthshaker behind.
Yeah, and the Phoenix Egg as well, just sitting behind, just egg like out of position type of thing.
I suppose they got what they came for. Why take the risk? Like you got a melee Rax, Empire, like.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't lose too much out of that BKB charge, to be completely honest. So I think it's definitely fine.
But anyway, so it's okay. It was the 8-second charge.
Yeah,
it's already fairly low.
You know, Yoki is really definitely keeping up with the farm, and let's say Empire was trolling. To an extent, I still believe Aloha Dance and Resolution are not playing this like as seriously as I would expect them to, or something. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of just having a little too much fun with it. Who charges up there? Come on.
I really don't know.
Get up that between Earthshaker and Spirit Breaker. You know that there's a tower. People are gonna come.
That was so perfect. That was so. The Observer Ward only freshly planted. Sword Island, and there's just a simple blink to shackle. Focus fire with a little bit of help from the Phoenix. Phoenix actually took the kill, so they can take out the tier 2 tower on the top now, which is necessary, obviously, because they can't take another lane of Rax until these tier 2 towers are gone.
I wonder if Ice Frog had that in mind when he changed that hill, how it looks. It used to be like just enough space for a ward. Couldn't blink up there.
Well, and now you could basically go riveting on the top.
Two people. It's like a little gladiator. You know? Did you see what happened?
Oh man, I was watching the shack. It doesn't latch. That would have just been absolutely terrible.
He's gonna die though.
No. They've got Greaves available. There's enough burst damage, but now you've got full Daedalus ton on the Gyrocop. He decided not to go in for any kind of like MKB kind of style, just go straight for the damage output. And you got Blink level 2 Echo Slam, which Hunt can use.
And that's the fisted damage because that was like so high on the armor.
Yep. They're going to leave in 13 seconds. Resolution dodges in, going off the limb. Turns on that BKB. Aldi actually, well, doesn't really do anything because it's still BKB'd up, but a little bit of damage coming in. Era, Lim, locked inside the shards, blinks himself away, Alades unable to punch him in time, and Yoku dumping himself forward, got the Searing Chains over on the Dazzle. But you've still got a Healing Wave, you've still got Weave available, and Empire are not chasing this at all.
Yep, they also have Grave, so I can fully understand why Empire didn't want to charge into those 5 heroes.
Yep. Okay, so, question. San's gonna finish at the Monkey King bar, definitely.
Yep.
Does Yoku just say, God, like, we've already gone YOLO so hard in this game anyway, we're so far behind. Like, it's a rapier time for him, because you've got the Deadlifts in the Battle Fury, so you've already got the makings of everything you need to really capitalize on picking up a rapier.
No, I still think this game's not entirely over, or like NiP definitely have a huge advantage, but I don't think it's like insurmountable. I also think that rapier is one of those things you can get away with on Ember if you have more tools to survive than the ordinary. Say like the Linken's, BKB, or in case of Blink Dagger. I think he can do it, but I also think that maybe just getting KB is enough for them to win the fight, so they can lock down the Windrunner or do damage to her when she's BKB. Because right now, I don't think he can do any damage to her when she's in BKB, aside from a Tusker punch. But there's no scenario I see where Tusker actually gets on top of the Windrunner to punch her in the BKB, and even then, it's probably going to be enough anyway.
You don't want to be here, Silent. You do not want to be here. Runs himself away, the BKB has to be used, and then back into Invis, but Limp got the movement speed as well as the gem. Invis doesn't help him unless he get him out of range of Limp, and now all the 4-stars there. Blink gets back off cooldown. He's going to chase underneath the tier 2 tower, the focus fire, the glimpse back in time. No! Hunsky gets the Echo Slam off. As Silent will drop Resolution, now goes to Ham on the Earthshaker, push it down until Shallow Grave keep him alive. Unison Farm fighting underneath that tower. Won't go down, however, dropping very, very low. It looks actually like, okay. Well, Tusker might get the kill on Hanskin, but he'll lose his life straight after. He used farm with a double kill. And 3 for the price of 1 in favor of NiP.
Are they really trying to backdoor this here? I feel like they should just run mid. What's, oh, I guess they can do focus fire.
Yeah, they got damage.
I mean, I think you just go mid with the creep wave and just go straight top from there on out. Take the range racks and then.
I don't even need.
They wasted a lot of time here just now. They just wasted like 20 seconds of the downtime on the side of Empire. 3 heroes. So I don't know. That was weird.
Well, they're still gonna come, man. The creep waves arrived and they're gonna push him. Fortification is available for Empire, so they can buy themselves a little bit more time as Yoku. And Spirit right in front of Era. But Era has currently got over 35 armor on that gyrocopter.
Yeah, I see a scenario where they kill him with a Clinks, simply put.
Yep. That Clinks as well. Silent's living life, but yet he really wants to finish up the Monkey King farm, but he needs a second jab to do so. They need to give him the space to farm. Are they gonna smoke up? Wait, okay. There's a lot of pings coming out from Dazzle there.
Oh dear.
They're jumping up, they go in, Limp, where's the tag? BKB is up, Blink, the touch goes through. Unison just never Nova, and Silent can't do enough damage in time. The farm's even gonna get shelled, raved up. Disrupt the Rolling is down, and there's no Icarus dive out. Actually, yeah, there is. It's up, it's a stun ray burning him with 7 life. Finally be popped, but you committed all of that. Just no Phoenix. GG, well played. I don't hurt anymore. That, well, actually, yeah, it can. Yoku dies. Yes, good game was golden, and game is going to another best of 3. We're going the whole length tonight. 2 full best of 3s. Game number 3, NiP versus Empire. Exciting match to see who go forward and face up against Monkey Business, who earlier tonight defeated the Alliance. We don't get the Alliance versus Empire. Sorry. Just not possible. But it could be Monkey versus the winner of this next series. So stay tuned. We'll be back after the short break.